Hey guys, here's the latest daily breakdown. So what we had here is we had price still turning, and now it's pretty much just no momentum. On the lower time frames, this is consolidating. We have resistance and support. There's not really a direction other than the one that we came from up here, and we want to keep seeing downside momentum. At the moment, though, it's just not really doing anything that I feel is really good to be involved in. Dollar Swiss it did this little reversal, lower wick, higher wick, lower wick, and then it popped up, took it out, and now we've got this kind of resistance here. The support, I would still argue, is probably, there's probably a little bit of support here, but I'd argue the support's still down here. We haven't really seen anything with any kind of conviction. It's just been really small days, back to back to back. Yeah, nothing special there. On pound, however, I did take a short last night, and it did drop really nicely. I would draw a fib here to show you this is that longer, deeper retracement I was looking for. It's closed pretty close to the bottoms. Not really a whole lot of reason to expect any turnaround at the moment. Odd came in and set this lower high, and I was stopped out on an odd pending order I had and my Kiwi longs. I was stopped out on both of those. I was able to finish positive on the day, but that wasn't super special. Wasn't a great day or anything. It was alright. But yeah, here's support we got. Looks like what we got. And then, this is still closing in that bottom 70% of that candle, so I'd say the momentum is still, pretty much to the downside. I don't see any reason for it to really buy the support at the moment. Kiwi did the same thing. It did a lower high, and now it's closing with good momentum to the downside, so keep going down is what I think looks like we're going to keep doing. Euro Yen is just playing off the support, and I shorted Euro Yen yesterday, and it paid me pretty good. But yeah, now we're just kind of in this support area, pretty much still playing it. This is a pen bar. It's a really nice pen bar, but I'm not going to buy this pen bar just because of the pure pressure to the downside. Pound yen with a really bearish close. I was stopped out on this one as well. Lost a little bit on that one. It didn't even really pop or anything for me. Odd yen has a little bit more of a wick to it. Looks like, let's see here, how much more of a wick? Oh, there's my drawings. So it closed in the lower 60%. Yeah. So that's what we had there with it closing in the lower 60%. Euro odd. This is just not something I'm actually looking at. I just don't know why that's there actually. But anywho, on the 4 hour, it looks like we're kind of turning. Keep going to the downside. If I had to pick and it looks like we're turning. Pound yen, nothing really. This big wick, probably we could imagine it would come up to here. Euro yen, it turned here, and now we're going up. I do want to see this break highs, and we'll see that with the technical analysis. Kiwi, waterfall down like the daily with the momentum. It looks like it should keep going. Aussie's a little bit weaker. We did manage to close below this low in the sequence instead of Kiwi. We didn't, so there was a bit of divergence there. Pound, it looks like a pullback. That's really all it looks like is a pullback. A lot of weakness there. Dollar Swiss is choppy, and Euro dollar is ranging. Let's look at what we have. Oh, the drawings are messed up. Give them a second. So on the 4 hour, the price pretty much is just chopping. There's nothing real special here. Just waiting for a direction. I did short this morning and got chopped up on the break and retest of this level, and I shorted right there, and it came down, and I cut my stops in half a little bit because I was up 1R, and then it came up, got me out. My stop was here at the time, and it stopped me out. That's really all that was. It's nothing. Euro and Dollar Swiss aren't making me excited right now. Dollar Swiss, I closed most of the position at these highs. I wanted new highs, but it just is so rangy. I have a little bit of the position on to go to these new highs, but nothing amazing. I mean, it's just so choppy. Like, this is, in my opinion, this is rangy. So, like, you know, sell high, buy low. This, on the other hand, is just choppy. It's kind of ranging, but I would not sell these highs. I think if we get up here, it should break. That's what I would look for. Pound, on the other hand, has come down. It's looking to give a retracement and come up to these levels. Come up to these levels and look for any kind of sell-off reasons in here, down to these lows. On pound, this was the real nice trade of the night that actually was probably the only reason I made any money yesterday. Price came in here and we had this strong, really strong level, 1.242. So there was your short. Right there, and I took profits around there. So that was it was a really good trade. I did take a decent amount of profits here, but the majority was down here. The reason I chose those for profits is the higher time frame fib that I deleted, but I'll put it back on in a second. This one is a 4-hour fib. Oh shit. But yeah, we just kind of, I didn't have the guts necessary to go to the 61.8, but I did do a little bit past the 127. I took some off at the 127, then I took the rest of it off around this pretty much halfway point, just because there was the 1.2325 level that I wanted to be out at. So yeah, there's that little bit. Odd is the same thing. I'm expecting it to pull up and drop. Oops. That is what I'm expecting. There's this fib right here. That, if we look at it, that should hit the 61.8 or the 50, come back down to the 127. Yeah, that. There's the Kiwi dollar that is ranging, in my opinion. I'm going to wait, be patient on this one. If it were to break the trend line maybe and come back in and test the range, then shorts probably. but it's not like it pulled back a whole lot. It's pretty much you'd be selling the low of the range, which I don't want to do. Euro yen, we do have this area that it looks like the fibs are going to break and hit the 127, and then we'll look for the pullback to get in on the other side. On the 1 hour, I don't think this was, maybe this was yesterday, I don't know, but I sold this level with this blue line right here was my entry, and then I took it down. It was a decent play. So yeah, looking for that to flip around and then make new highs. Pound yen. Looking for just about the only thing I can think of to look for is this to the. This is actually last week's low. That would be a pretty steep pullback to come all the way down here. But pound yen can do it. It's volatile enough, so that's why it looks like that's what I'm trying to get out of it. It also is possible, though, that we just bounce off the 33. Just because this is such a steep waterfall of a sell-off. But I don't know that I'm that confident to just short it off of that. Odd yen, I drew a couple scenarios out already. Pretty much, I don't want to be selling a lower low, which we pretty much are at a lower low, because this is last week's low. And this is the lower low we just made, and I want to see some pop up to this area. More so for the internal structure than the trend line, but yeah, that internal structure, if that were to hold, then sell down here, that would be the play there. Yeah, Euro odd, pretty much a turnaround is really all it is. That's really, I mean, there's not a whole lot that gets me excited right now. Odd yen, I did notice that on the 1 hour, if we were to pop above here, these might be a good area to buy to take it up to here. I'm not super convinced on it at this point in time. There's not really, I wouldn't set a pending there, that's for sure. Let's go to this one. On the 1 hour, we could obviously have pound yen do the same thing on a pullback as if we were to break above this high. And then that would help us launch up to there as well. The only thing I don't like about this idea is that there's really not a fib that I feel super comfortable using for a reversal area. I mean, it's just kind of like, I don't know how many people, this is seeming like a lot more of a manipulation area than like a reversal area. So, I mean, I'm not really liking it a whole lot, so I'm not going to have arrows drawn, I don't think, because it's not anything special. Euro yen, like I said, until we pop above these highs, I'm just gonna pretty much leave it alone. It's retraced pretty far. It could, waterfall back down, but I don't see any reason to get involved one way or the other. This trend line could obviously be drawn there like that, but that's why I don't really put a whole lot of weight on trend lines. They're so subjective. Kiwi, just gonna range, I imagine. I don't know what else to possibly say about this one. There's this little fib area, but it's not like an area that I'm really looking for anything to do, anything. Price just has to make a decision on what way it wants to go. Odd. This is pretty clean to this sell up here and this internal structure on the 1 hour. That would be a good area to sell. Pound. It's just pound. but price pretty much looking for the same kind of idea, just to get up into this internal structure and sell it. That would be pretty much it for pound. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Dollar Swiss, choppy. Hopefully it can go to new highs. I don't know. It's really choppy. It's I mean, that's not ranging, that's just chop. This is what ranging looks like. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Like that's a ranging environment. Yeah, I mean, Euro dollar, dollar Swiss, and Kiwi are pretty much definitely not what I'm looking to trade right now. Pound, possible short. Odd, possible short. Definitely not Kiwi. Euro yen, possible long if we break above those highs. Pound yen, possible short. Odd yen, possible short. Well, possible long and then short, but yeah. And Euro odd, possible long if we were to break up here and retest these areas. Alright, that's it. Alright, bye guys.